Here on AM 560, The Answer.
This is Chicago's Morning Answer.
By the way, nice use of the word ancillary.
Oh, can we put that on a magnet? Words with Amy?
On AM 560.
Your magnet will be Word with Amy.
The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy. We're coming to you live from Charles Equipment Energy Systems in Des Plaines, the latest stop on our AM 560 Signature Bank Business Tour, 4th annual. And we've got some updates on Michael Cohen's. Wall Street Journal had it late last night into this morning. Michael Cohen's attorney.
Which one? Lanny Davis
Ryan,
or Mike Monaco?
Neither. Reached out to Trump's legal representation to discuss the prospect of a pardon. Because if he didn't get a pardon, this is prior to be turning state's evidence, prior to cutting a deal with Mueller. Because if he didn't guarantee a pardon, the implication is, well, then Michael Cohen is going to have to cooperate with the feds. So, I mean, just in case you were concerned that Michael Cohen possessed any shred of credibility, just in case you were under the delusion that this is a redemption story, we find, I don't know if Michael Cohen was apprised by his attorney that his attorney was going to do that or not, but the bottom line is you had Michael Cohen's legal representation essentially saying, guarantee us a pardon, otherwise Michael Cohen cooperates. That's sort of an ultimatum, if not, sort of civil extortion. That's the latest on Michael Cohen. The latest from House Democrats is they're moving on impeachment. That's what Jerry Nadler, the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, really indicated on Sunday morning with Clinton Foundation Donor Zero when he said that he believes the president obstructed justice. They may be a long way from impeachment, but that's sort of the first step on the road to impeachment, is saying you're a long way. You're going to pull together the case. You're going to subpoena records from everyone Trump has ever had a coffee with, and you're going to take it from there.
Yeah, 81 people and entities, and they're looking into with whether, abuse of power, corruption, obstruction. Did you see the list of people? The 81 people, WikiLeaks, FBI, Department of Justice. I mean, honestly.
It's everyone.
It's everyone who has ever breathed. Everyone that's on, except for Ivanka and Kellyanne Conway.
Everyone related to Trump who's ever
looked at him,
been an employee or a subordinate of Trump and a beneficiary of Trump in terms of an appointment, been affiliated with the Trump campaign in even the most tangential way, or even be rumored to have been affiliated with or talk to somebody affiliated with the,
Sean
it's one
Spicer's on it. It goes on and on.
As I said yesterday, the fishing expedition that Mueller was on is nearing completion. He's bringing the boat back to shore. So House Democrats are jumping in and they're going to take it back out. That's the bottom line. For more on this topic, we're pleased to be joined by the First Ladies of Punditry.
Are they on the list?
They are Diamond and Silk. They are the hosts of The Viewer's View. They are podcasters on Fox Nation, and they're also the stars of the new documentary we talked about previously. I think is out now, Dummycrats. Diamond and Silk, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
So ladies, are you on the list?
Well,
are you guys on the list?
I have no idea, but I think it's so sad. First of all, Lanny Davis trying to blackmail. I call that blackmail. Mm-hmm. So you mean to tell me a liar can sit in front of Congress and lie, and then I'm going to tell more lies if you don't pardon Michael Cohen, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. These House Democrats, they ran on, we're going to fix health care, but they sitting up there pushing these bogus investigations, going out in search of a crime.
That's right.
This is abuse of power. Mm-hmm. And who holds them accountable?
That's right.
Who holds Congress? So if the people and the media hold Congress accountable, then we, the people, and the media need to start doing their job, because this is not fair. First, it was Russia collusion. So now that witch hunt don't stick, well, we're going to go after your businesses when you was a private citizen. Can you imagine if Bush would have done all of the things that has been done to President Trump to Obama? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if the FBI would have done that to Obama? Can you imagine the circus? If they would have done this to Obama, we still would be hearing about it today. I think this is sad, and this is
It's abuse of power is what it is.
Yeah, but
it's
I mean,
abuse
ladies,
of their
don't.
Power. That's what they're doing.
But ladies, don't you think this is sort of the best thing that could happen to Trump is that the Democrats overreach, they move to impeachment, it's not popular, and it boomerangs on them?
Well, it does that, but it also have Americans, average Americans like us, taking a look at this. If you can take and you can do this to a sitting president and his colleagues and the people that work for him, then you can do that to how many more people in this country, just average Americans, haven't been railroaded by this system? Because this is clearly a system that people want to hold on to power, want to hold on to their kickback paddywhacks. This is a system that needs to be dismantled. And we have a new attorney general. I don't even know if the attorney general can look into what Congress is doing.
Right. And I'm sorry, Dom, and not to mention our tax dollars that's being used to fund all of this. You know, our tax dollars pay their salary to legislate, not to investigate. They should be up there doing their job, not sitting back taking and seeing how they can take and railroad somebody. At the end of the day, we as the American citizens don't give two red cents about what our president did with his private money as a private citizen or his private money as the president. We care about what Congress is doing with our tax dollars. What about that hush-up fund where our tax dollars was funded to hush up some folks? We want to know who did they hush up. We want to see their income taxes because it's very funny that they all got filthy rich off of a $174,000 a year salary. We want to see that stuff as American citizens. We are concerned about what our tax dollars are being wasted, frauded, and abused on. That's what we are concerned about.
Now, I saw you ladies at CPAC, and President Trump spoke for 2 hours and about 2 minutes. What did you think of his speech and him hugging the flag because people are railing on that?
Oh, my God. So when he did his speech, we were in New York then. And so we had our little headphones in and looking at it. It was phenomenal. Listen, I love the fact that the president does not waver. He doesn't back down. And he double downs on what he thinks and what he feels.
Yes.
And it's the same thing that we, the American people, feel. And so I hope everyone paid attention to his speech. And first and foremost, I just hope Americans really pay attention to what this duly elect Democrat Congress is trying to do to a duly elect president, President of the United States. And going against the will of the people is not going to cut it. And it's time for the will of the people to speak out on the shenanigans that they see. This is unacceptable.
It certainly is.
Unacceptable.
I want to get your reaction to sort of the framing the president did for the 2020 election. Freedom versus socialism. And also specifically under the headline of the forthcoming socialist nominee for the Democrat Socialist Party, they're the party of the Green New Deal. They are the party of infanticide as well.
Yeah. So the Green New Deal will push us all the way back to the days of slavery. Infanticide, killing babies once babies are born, then you can now take them out. That's just plain out murder.
That's right.
They're also running on reparations. But here's the thing, they don't get to silence my voice. They don't get to buy my silence. See, the Democrat Party want to buy your silence with reparations because they want you to forget about the fact that they were the party of the KKK, the party of Jim Crow, the party of slavery, the party of obstruction, destruction, segregation. They want you to forget about that. So they're going to try to give you a little check to buy your silence. That's not going to work.
Well,
I don't want your Green New Deal. Your Green New Deal is a raw deal, and it's a no deal for Americans. Why would you want to bankrupt the American people? Why would you want to bankrupt our government pushing something? You tear down, dismantle everything to build it back up for it to be nothing. We can't fly, so if we want to get to Hawaii, how do you suggest we get there? You see what I'm saying? Because we can't fly anymore. You want to take away our cows, but I see you somewhere hiding over in the corner eating a burger. I mean, it's so sad and it's so sick that you have Democrats in Congress that are so radical, they're so far to the left that they're falling off a cliff, and the rest of America, we don't need to go with them. So I think that the president is setting it up for the 2021 run, and he is going to win this hand down. People don't want socialism. People like capitalism. They love pulling themselves up by their bootstraps so that they can obtain the American dream instead of living the American nightmare.
All right. So wait, we need your help, Diamond, and Suck on this. You brought up Kamala Harris and reparations. We're trying to popularize a nickname for Kamala Harris. Maybe get it to is it Kamala?
No, it's
Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala. She said, think of a comma.
Kamala?
It's like a comma and a la. Kamala.
Potato. Trying to get this up to the president, and you've got more leverage than we do. For Kamala Harris, Reparation H. How do you like that?
Reparation. Love it.
And you ladies can use it, but you have to tribute. So, ladies, Jesse Smollett.
Listen, it's not going to soothe us. I love it. Reparation H is not going to soothe us.
Yes,
we can never let them forget about their party and what they've done in this country.
Right. The inflammation will continue. Yes.
I follow you ladies on Twitter.
Yeah, I love it.
Good. When you said Jesse should be happy that the person that committed this crime against him was arrested and released on bond.
Yes.
So Robin Roberts was interviewed.
He should be happy about that.
Yeah.
He tried to destroy our country off of a narrative, a nasty lie. And who pushed him? Who pushed him to do this here?
Right.
Is it the fact that he get so caught up? Did he get so caught up in the Democrats' rhetoric that he felt like that he had to do something to be this martyr, to go out here and just be this? I guess he thought he was going to be a hero for the Democrat Party, and now everybody has abandoned him, and he's the one out there holding the bag. So.
That's right.
Yeah,
well, Robin Roberts on Good Morning America, said she was trying to be as neutral as possible. And she said, I'm a black gay woman. He's a black gay man. He's saying that there's a hate crime. So if I'm too hard on him, then my LGBT community is going to say, you don't believe a brother. What's your reaction to that?
Shame
on her for going because she's with the LGBTQ community, and that's who she represents. She has to appease them and sit up here and let this man lie in her face. And I know she knew he was lying and didn't call him out. She's supposed to be a seasoned journalist.
That's right. And journalists, they're supposed to report the facts, show the facts, not their opinion, not their feelings. And that's where the media, the mainstream media, have gotten it wrong.
They let him sit up there and they let him lie. Well, you know what? Shame on Robert Robbins. Shame on her for allowing that.
That's right. Because you being gay ain't none of our business.
That's right.
If you are a human being, look at all of these Trump supporters that's being hated on. When you come up and walk and punch them in the face, that should be considered a hate crime.
And you don't ever hear about the mainstream media or the left-wing media reporting that.
That's right.
Only conservative news report that. Nobody reported the fact that guy at Berkeley got punched in the face and got pummeled like that. Nobody reported that but the conservative news stations. The left-wing media didn't report that. But with this fake hate hoax, they was all up over it. You had T.D. Jakes, Tyler Perry. You had big-name people tied to this. Look at all the people that's called themselves running for president. And let me just tell you something. You can get 1 million people to run against President Trump. They still ain't going to be able to beat him. Because let me tell you something about President Trump. He has the ability to pick you apart piece by piece. And when he's done, none of them is going to be able to put themselves back together again. And if you don't believe us, you go ask Crooked Hillary because she's still running around here asking what happened.
All right, Diamond and Silk, I got a question. Since you brought up Tyler Perry and his alter ego Medea, can you explain Tyler Perry to me? Because I don't understand it. I don't understand Tyler Perry's success.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Listen, I don't understand why is he retiring Medea when Medea was the one that started it all for you. I'm afraid that if he retire Medea and there's no more Medea, it ain't gonna be no more Tyler Perry because most of the movies that we watch, we like to see the Medea character. Now Tyler Perry is a man, but I think it must be his alter ego is Medea. But we've accepted Medea like a real woman. We don't look at her as being transgender. We just look at Medea as being a real woman, born.
No, but I don't understand it. I don't understand why you like. No, wait, hold on a second. Wait, I don't understand Medea. I don't understand why Medea is popular. I don't get Tyler Perry's career.
She's straight from the hood.
Yeah, she's straight from the hood.
Okay,
straight
all
from the
right.
hood.
That's why I'm asking. I don't get it. I don't know.
Everybody loved the Medea character, and we want her to stay, but he wants to retire her, so we'll see.
All right. Next time you're in town, we'll take in a Tyler Perry movie so you can explain this to me in more detail because I still don't really understand it.
And don't forget, Medea was the breadwinner. She will always be the breadwinner. So don't get rid of the breadwinner or you ain't going to eat.
That's right.
All right.
Hey.
Okay. All right. All right. Diamond. It's Dummycrats. Is that Is that documentary
Oh,
out?
it's out on DVD. Go to dummycratsthemovie.com.
Okay.
Yes,
don't
and make
forget.
sure follow us because we're touring the country. ChitChatTour.com or DiamondandSilk.com. Click on Chit Chat Tour.
ChitChatTour.com, DiamondandSilk.com, DummyCratsTheMovie.com. Diamond and Silk are, they're like Medea. They're the breadwinners.
They are.
And they're also the host of The Viewer's View. Diamond and Silk, thanks as always for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for
having us.
And they joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
Listen to podcasts of Dan and Amy from the AM 560 mobile app. Download it today at 560theanswer.com/mobile.
I'm